What was the relationship between Latin rulers and locals in Crusader states? Imagine living in a land torn between different worlds, where new rulers arrive and try to shape the rules. That was the reality in the Crusader states during the Middle Ages. When Latin rulers set up their kingdoms, they brought a system similar to medieval Europe. They replaced local warlords in cities but left much of the countryside's traditional way of life untouched. The population was a mix of Christians, Muslims, and Jews, each with their own customs and laws. Latin rulers governed mainly through feudal principles, with kings or princes at the top and nobles supporting them. These nobles held land and had a lot of say in local affairs. The Latin rulers depended heavily on local people for running the cities and collecting taxes. Many Christians from the local population were given roles in administration, especially if they shared the Latin Christian faith. Muslims and Jews, however, faced restrictions and had to pay special taxes, like the jizya, which was a tax for non-Muslims. Religious differences created tensions. Latin church leaders wanted to control the local Christian groups, which often caused conflicts with the Orthodox and other Eastern Christian communities. Relations with Muslims were often tense, but Latin rulers sometimes made treaties to keep peace, which included paying tribute or allowing some local autonomy. Cities like Acre were bustling with trade, where Latin Europeans, Greeks, Muslims, and Jews worked side by side. Despite this cooperation, political power stayed firmly in Latin hands. Latin rulers married into local Christian families to strengthen alliances, but they kept control over the land and military. When taxes or military demands increased, conflicts sometimes broke out between Latin rulers and the local populations. The Crusader states faced constant threats from surrounding Muslim powers, which meant Latin rulers often had to negotiate or fight to hold their territory. Overall, Latin rulers imposed their feudal system on a diverse population with deep-rooted traditions. They relied on local elites and communities to keep their states running, but religious and cultural differences often caused friction. Still, both sides found ways to work together when it suited their needs, balancing control with cooperation in a land full of challenges and opportunities.